All right, so welcome to all of you who weren't able to make the group tonight, March 1st. This is our group focused on doing energy and exercises to rebalance ourselves energetically for the month. I should know, and I apologize for not knowing, whether or not you yet have access to the 14-minute video of me taking you through the energy exercises. I want to make sure that I think that will be out. If it's not out now, that will be out this month. And so next month, when we start doing the energy exercises on the first of the month or the first Tuesday of the month, then we're going to be able to be a little bit more wide ranging, I think. And the more that we are through our month doing the exercises to bring ourselves into balance, then the greater balance we're coming to that first Tuesday with. And the more I think we'll notice the effects of these different kinds of or different exercises to boost our energy in different ways. One of the things I want to focus on today, before we get to those energy exercises, it's about lifting our energy, because the barometric pressure is quite low. And when it is that low, it's very difficult to feel the brightness and the lightness that we feel when it's sunny and bright outside. And there's a high pressure zone. So, and we have a lot of this in Ohio. The winters, I don't think has been too bad, but now it's late winter, not yet spring, and it's turning into rain. And so there's a heaviness that comes with rain as well. And so I think this is, for those reasons, this is also a really good time to show you some of these things, to even introduce the idea of lifting your own energy. And the idea of spending time on these days when it's like this, recognizing that this is, that this is an energy impact on your system. And one of the options that we have to navigate days like today is to choose to lift our energy. How do we lift our energy? And actually, we know a number of ways to do that. A lot of it is just remembering to do that, and remembering to have that awareness that I can lift myself up vibrationally. And that's really what we mean. When we increase the height, let's say, speed of our vibrations, the frequencies, then we are in a brighter, more expanded space. And so, of course, many of the energy exercises we do really help us to do that. But knowing that it's like, oh, this is a choice that I could make today, instead of feeling blah, or I'm just going to hang out, or I'm just going to drag through whatever I need to drag through. Like, I can take responsibility for my energy, for how I'm going to show up today. And I can do these things to actually lift my energy so that I stay in a higher vibrational place. And I would imagine that for all of us, that capacity to move into and to stay in a higher vibrational place is something that's becoming more and more important to us as we have been here longer, and we are moving into a new time in the world, and we're moving into new stages in our own lives. So one of the first things that I'm going to invite you to do, and I'm doing this because, the universe is so synchronistic, and it brought in front of my face today this quick test, breath test, to determine, have a sense of how much energy, kind of, and how healthy we are. Now, we can look at this in a number of different ways. Our mood can impact the results of this test that we're going to do here in just a minute. I also believe, without ever having tested it, yet, but I very much believe in doing this today for the first time in my life, um, that this barometric pressure makes a big difference. So if I or any one of us was to do this test on a really bright, sunny day, then I think that we would get a different result. So I want you to keep that in mind. There can be a number of different factors contributing to the results of this test. And it's a very simple test. So let's see, I don't bring my phone with me. You might want to get, I would encourage each of you to probably get your phone. So let's take a minute and everybody get their phones if they can, if you're not doing this on your phone. And the reason we're getting our phones is because our phones have stopwatches on them, right? So we go to our clock. And you go to the clock, you have stopwatch. So let me tell you what we're going to do first, and then you can do this yourself with your own phone. Because I don't know how to do it for everyone. So I hope this is working. I could call out if some of you don't have your phone or you're using your phone or it's not working. I could call out some times here. But here's what we're going to do. It's very simple. You're going to take in a deep breath. No, scratch that. We're going to take in a regular breath and exhale regularly. And then after that exhale, you're going to plug your nose up with your fingers and just hold your breath. And you're going to hold your breath as long as it feels, let's say relatively comfortable to do that. So it's like you can just sit there and you're not taking a breath in and it's fine. You may feel a little pull to breathe, but not that like gasping, like, oh, I have to have a breath. There'll be a time when there's a moment where you can tell your body is ready to take a breath. Now it could, and then that gasping, like, oh, I can't do this any longer, happens past that. So we're not waiting till that really intense moment. You're just waiting till all of a sudden you can kind of feel it building up, like a little bit, like, oh, it's getting a little strong. It's like, no, okay, I'm okay. Oh, it's getting a little stronger. No, oh, okay, I think I have to take a breath. And at that moment, then I want you to check. So you're going to be using a stopwatch, and I want you to check and see how many seconds you've held your breath for. Okay, so we're going to do it. I'll give everybody like a little bit of time here so everybody has time to finish. I'm going to put myself on mute. Well, no, I'm not, because I'm going to call it out. All right, so I'm breathing in and out and starting. Twenty seconds. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. 50. 55. And 60. Okay, so when you do this, now we can do it again. This is the first time you've done it, so you didn't really know what to expect. And I'll tell you, so that might change your results a little bit. It changed mine, the one I was doing this earlier. So what they say is that under 25 seconds, you're, that's a sign that you're either really exhausted or you've got some health issues. Um, like under 25 is a place to be concerned. Now, one of the things I don't know, and I'm doing this with myself over time to be able to get a sense of what my range is, so I know, if somebody is 10, they're going to be able to hold their breath a lot longer, right? Or 25. So those of us who are older, age might have something to do with how long we can hold our breath too. So, but what they say generally is that 25 is that like you don't want it to drop below 25. 25 to 40 is, that sort of midway, like, you got some things going on. And it's important to pay attention to them. Once you get above 40, they're saying really your energy is in a good place and your health is in a good place. So I just invite you to let's go through it one more time now that you know, and I've given you the figures, facts and figures, so then see if that makes a difference. Okay. I'm just being asked, what test is it? It's a test. I can't even tell you that. I found it. I found it earlier. I had to leave, and then I came back and didn't find it again. So, in terms of how verifiable it is, like how much kind of research might have been done around it, I don't know the answer to that question right now. So I would say that regardless of the answer to that question, using this to get a relative sense for yourself, and develop your awareness about that, and kind of use it as a gauge as you go through your days, is helpful. So, and I will say that Wim Hof, who many of you have probably heard of, he's also known as the Iceman, and talks about how his breathing patterns and the putting our bodies in really cold water or ice really boosts our immune system to the point where we don't get sick. And I think the truth of it is the combination of it really increases health quite dramatically. And when we're healthy, we don't get sick. We don't pick up things from other people. So the healthier we are, the less at risk we are, of course, of picking something up from somebody else. So in any case, he talks about where he likes to see people get to is 1.5 minutes. And I recently was doing this. It's called controlled pause. Cool. A speech therapist taught it to one of the people here. And there's a book reference for it that we'll find out about later on. Yeah, it was called the controlled pause. Now that you say that, I remember that. Thank you for that little note. So we're going to do it again. Okay, and remember, it's just a normal breath in and then a normal breath out, and then plug your nose and then set your phone. Okay, I will do this one again just in case nobody has a phone. All right, so breath in and out. Start. $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So part of what I want to do with this is invite you to check in now, just doing that exercise twice, that controlled pause twice. What do you know about your energy now? Can you feel that there's been a lifting of the heaviness inside or around you? When you take a deep breath, does that feel different than it did before? And now let's go to our breathing. We haven't done this for a while, but the straw breath. And let's see what the straw breath does in terms of the lifting our energy. Okay. So the straw breath, remember, is a deep breath in through, it's the waterfall breath and pushing it out like we're pushing out a straw. I mean, we're blowing out through a straw, sorry. And visualizing what I'm saying, but not thinking about what I'm saying. So we're pushing the air out through a straw, and you can hum if you want for some toning, additional benefits to this. So we'll do this for a couple minutes. Okay. Pushing all the way out. This is going to be good for the solar plexus too. Last one. All right, now release your breath. Check in with yourself. See what you notice. Energetically, vibrationally. Remember that breath also helps strengthen the vagal nerve functioning, and boost the immune system, which some say really is just a way of talking about our overall health. All parts of our body contribute to the functioning of our immune system. So see what you notice now and kind of compare that. Think back to earlier in the day. when you may have been aware of the energy that you were feeling and the way the day was affecting you, or the energetics of the day were affecting you. Okay. All right, so there's a couple more. I'm actually going to show one more, and this is another one I just learned, which also is something that helps boost vagal functioning, thereby strengthening the whole of our system, the whole of our body, right? And I believe that it probably lifts energy as well. So these are just exercises. We haven't done anything about thinking or thoughts or anything. Right now, it's just been about our breathing, right? So this time, now we're going to stand up. Okay. And what we're going to do is you kind of grab your elbows, have your feet, hip width apart, knees bent, knees and hips relaxed. And what you do is this twisting kind of with your arms. So you've got your hands kind of grabbing your elbows, and you start, down at the solar plexus, and you're kind of twisting your body a little bit. And actually what you're really doing are those figure eights, right? Which we know a lot about, but we're doing it this way, and we're going straight over our head. Well, no, we're not, because our arms probably aren't long enough that way, right? But this is actually just a small, variation. Now I'm coming back down. And let's go up again. But it's a variation on a theme, because we do this every month, or more, if you do this more, like I do. Okay. All right, and then bring your arms down. And now check. And one of the things I thought about that when I was introduced to, or just saw that, introduced to it, was that it's something that you could do pretty quickly, right? You can just kind of go like this, stretch your waist even once, and you feel, so I won't tell you what you feel, but check in with yourself and see what you notice from doing that. Okay. All right. And so I mentioned that we're just boosting our energy right now, just with breath, and now with exercising, a little bit of an exercise. And I want to introduce now the lifting our energy with gratitude. Okay. And one of the ways that we can really activate or potentiate the power of gratitude is not only by putting our hands on our heart and feeling our heart. Right? Most of us are not, I would say all of us probably, are not all that developed in terms of walking through our lives living from within our heart, right? Heartfulness certainly is one of my goals. And so by putting our hands on our heart, we're building our relationship with our heart. We're becoming more conscious and more aware of what's happening in our heart. And we're able to live more from this heart-centeredness, right? So the fourth chakra right here is the heart chakra. Right above the fourth chakra is this, fourth and a half chakra, that's often known as the peace chakra, kind of unconditional love. And so, we're activating this whole area. We're connecting with this whole area. And as you're doing this, you might think, and I would encourage you to say out loud, things that you're grateful for. So I'm going to say some things and I'll pause so you can say different things if you feel like if there are other, that's certainly you're going to have other things to feel grateful about besides the things that I say. So as I do it, I want to say, I'll start this way. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful for the light. I am grateful for the breath. I am grateful for the wind that moves upon this land. I am grateful for the waters that flow within and on top of this land that transform into mist and steam and rise above this land and then flow back down, nurturing this whole land. And the water flows everywhere. I'm so grateful for the memory keeper, water, the memory keeper. I am so grateful for fire, for the spark of life, and for how fire moves, right? Fire, and we think of conducting electricity, and it is fire, that spark that moves currents, our own currents within us, the currents within the earth, within the environments around the earth, within the whole of the solar system and the universe. And I am grateful for the ground that provides stability, for all the flow, all the movement, all the movement upon life. I mean, in this world, this physical world. And it is the ground that is solid, that allows for all of it, allows for us to be grounded and stand strong. So I'm grateful for the ground. I'm grateful for the earth. I am so grateful for my own health. I am grateful for love. I am grateful for my capacity to love. I am grateful for all the beautiful beings in my family and all the beautiful beings in my life, whether they are friends or colleagues or people I work with or neighbors, people I meet, people I don't even know. I'm grateful for the human race. I'm grateful for the fire behind me. I am grateful for your presence here. So I'm going to pause, continue my gratitudes inside, give you time. I am grateful for the spirit that moves through this world. I am love. I am healed. I am whole. I am healthy. I am joy. I am light. I am abundance. I am compassion. I am kindness. I am brilliance. I am power. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. And I am grateful. And now check in and see what you notice about your energy now. How much more lifted do you feel now? So, these are just some of the beautiful things, beautiful gifts that we can give ourselves to help lift our energy, right? Bring more brightness of spirit, more health and aliveness within us. And of course, then we radiate that greater aliveness out into the world. Okay. So let's start and go through our energy exercises. All right. So we're going to start with the belly button breathing. Continue just to pay attention. Feel what you feel inside. Let's let tonight be a time when we deepen and expand our relationship with ourselves. Switch. above and below your lips. Switch. Tailbone. Make sure to kind of roll your back, roll your spine, your neck, loosen things up. As we're doing all this, remember, we're loosening up, we're freeing up energy, and that movement switch helps get that energy moving and flowing through us, around us, out of us. Okay, nice deep breath. And then shifting to the central governing hookup. So belly button, forehead, lift up, drop your shoulders, check your knees, open your hips, drop your jaw. Switch. All right, come out of that. Feel your feet in the ground. Feel that energy, that earth energy coming up from the ground. Remember, as we go through this, one of the things that you can do is breathe up the back of your body all the way up to the top of your head and exhale down the front into the earth. So we breathe up from the earth, activating. We breathe down into the earth, releasing. Sometimes I do this breath and I chant as I do it, and I chant an om on the in-breath. Well, that's, anyway, I chant an om on the in-breath. I can't do it and describe it at the same time. And then I chant a ma on the out-breath. Om and ma. Again, getting that energy moving, freeing up some of the energy up in the head. We spend so much time in our head. All right, so the next one, we're going to do the cross crawl, and let's actually do the physical version of it here. Really put some effort into it. One of the things I was going to do, but then realized there wasn't enough time to do everything that I wanted to do tonight, was to take everybody through the high intensity interval training for the nitric oxide dump, because that's another thing that is really good to boost energy on a low pressure day. I mean, it's really good to do it every day. It's like superb for your health. You don't do it every day, but I did it today. Okay, all right, roll that around. Okay, so we're going to go from that to doing the yin flow. All right, so 3 hearts, solar plexus, like really feel into that solar plexus. We're giving some attention to that solar plexus tonight. Put your hands in front of your body, brush them all the way down and off your toes. Nice deep breath. Let your neck hang. I know you all know this. Grab your elbows. Release your arms. Tuck your chin and start doing that Celtic weave all the way up. Nice wide arms. Wide arms really helps to open you up. And if you practiced it one time with really short arm, like just doing it in a controlled, constrained way, you really feel the difference, okay? All right, bounce a little bit. Again, just freeing up energy here, loosening things up inside, lightening ourselves up inside, okay? So now we're going to smooth around the ears. Let's do just a couple of light, easy brushes and see if you can feel that tingling sensation that happens when we do this. All right, and now let's do it as a massage. So base of your temples with as much pressure as feels comfortable, and you're going to trace up and around your ears. All the way down, pushing the ears forward, coming down off your skull, down along the sides of the neck, connecting up with the trapezius, pushing all the way out across the trapezius to your shoulders, to the joints, or as far as you can get out there. Grab, check your knees, make sure they're not locked. Check your jaw and make sure it's dropped and relaxed and your hips are open. Your belly's relaxed. Your eyes are soft. Nice deep breath here. Lock your fingertips in and pull them right across those trapezius. A nice good cross massage. And drop your arms out. Let's do it one more time. Such a great way to let go of residual tension in our heads, around our skull. Oh, I'm going to add one. Saying that really makes me want to add this next one. Okay. Grab, nice deep breath. Lock your fingertips in, pull them forward. Shake them out. Okay. Now, we can do this one. We can twist all the way around, right? And get a little bit of that yang flow activated. And if you feel comfortable, then you just start bending down. So remember, we're wrapping ourselves in the infinity symbol here. Like strengthening our energetic cocoon, really. Then when we do the zip up, we get to strengthen that even more. It's a nice, good stretch for the chest too, which of course is heart opening. Oop, I lost my balance. It's like too many things. Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring my arms down. Okay. Okay. All right, so nice deep breath, seeing what you feel like now in your body. We're gonna come sit back down. And the next one we're gonna do, you might all know this, but I don't know if you do. It's called the crown pull. And again, thinking about the heaviness and the pressure of these energies makes me think that this is a really wonderful one to do. And it's good for headaches. That's the thing that I mostly use it for. It can help us relax. It can help, of course, calm down the nervous system. And I think there are other things, but I actually haven't checked for a while. And headaches is really, really what I use it for. When there's a sense of pressure So any of us who do a lot of work with our head, we do a lot of thinking, right? There's all kinds of different ways we might do a lot of thinking. So we might get tight, like we might have eye strain, right? And we might be thinking really hard or having to be really precise in what we're doing or really pressured in what we're doing. And so there's just so many ways we can build up a lot of tension and around our skull. So we start with our fingers on the midline. So this is all a massage from the midline, all the way from the bridge of the nose back to the base of your neck. So you're going to push in with your little finger at the bridge of your nose, and you're going to pull. So you do this massage of pulling at your skin, and your little finger is going right across your eyebrows. You're going straight across or at a diagonal across your temples, and you're coming to the front of your ears and then pushing your ears back. When we do it again, we're going to do it 2 places, 2 times at each place. So pulling straight through the temples. And I always suggest you really check your temples. They are really a pretty good indicator of how much stress or pressure you're feeling. The more anxious, too, the more stress, the more if you have a headache, like there's a lot of heat. You'll actually feel heat in the temples and soreness. But when you're in a much more relaxed place, they'll be cool and that won't be sore. So interesting and helpful thing to really start paying more attention to. Push and then pull. So you're at the top of your forehead now and you're coming down to your ears, pushing against your ears. And we do that again. Push and pull kind of along the hairline until there you go. And then this time the little finger is going to be at the hairline, and you're going to push in the middle and pull down. This can be a little harder because of hair and parts and things like that, at least in the top part of here. But so push and pull all the way down, then push your ears down. So I've said this before, it's like feng shui. You want to push those ears so you get rid of, you help free up some of that stale energy around your ears. So now we're doing it in the middle of the top of your head, pulling down to the very top of your ears. And now you're going to the back of the top of your head. So you actually do it in three different places on the top of your head, 2 places on your forehead, 3 places on the top of your head, 3 places on the back of your head. So now we're moving to the top of the back of your head. So your little fingers are at the top of your head. Push there, pull forward and down. And again, push, pull forward and down. And the pulling, taking your time with that really helps to release tension, muscular tension between your skin and your skull. And you're pulling more almost across the back. Again, pulling the ears forward. And then your index finger is going to be at the base of your skull. Remember to take some nice deep breaths as you go through and do this. Good. And now you're going to go to the top of the back of your neck. So your little finger, now it's your little finger that it's at the base of your skull, and you push on either side of your spine and you pull your fingers around to your jaw, side of your neck. You might feel some soreness there. It's good to give that a little stimulation. Do it again, either side of the neck. Try to get those tight muscles on either side of the neck and pull around to your jaw. And then the middle of your neck, either side, pull around to the side. Again. Around to the side. And now at the base of your neck, and this is really more like pulling almost around in a bit of a circle, it feels like. So pull around. Nice big wide arc around the base of your neck to your collarbone. Do that one more time. Base of your neck, and just kind of pull around. Good, and then drop your arms and shake them. Roll your head around a little bit. Open your jaw, your mouth wide. Stick out your tongue. Yeah, okay. All right. So now let's do the collarbone breathing correction. So we start on the left side, tapping in between the last two knuckles on the back of the hand, the gamut spot. Regular breath in and out. Breathe in halfway. Breathe in the other half. Fill up completely. Exhale half. And the other half. And the rest. Slide your hands to the right, normal breath. Breathe in half. And the other half. Fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. And push out the rest. Right hand, on the left side, normal breath. Breathe in half. And the other half. Fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. And push the rest out. Slide to the right, normal breath. Breathe in half. And the other half. And fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. And push the rest out. Left hand, soft fist on the left side, normal breath. Breathe in half. Breathe in the other half. Fill up completely. Exhale half. And the other half. And push the rest out. Slide, normal breath. Breathe in half. And the other half. Fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. And push the rest out. Right hand, left side, normal breath. Breathe in half. The other half. Fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. And push the rest out. Slide to the right, normal breath. Breathe in half. And the other half. And fill up. Exhale half. And the other half. Push the rest out. Nice deep breath. And then we go to Cook's Hookup. So whichever ankle goes up on the opposite thigh, bring that up. Hands in place. Straighten your back. Drop your leg a little bit. Nice deep breath in. Pull up on that leg and then relax the breath on the leg. All right. 4 more times. Breathe all the way out. We want to balance our breath. In, out. Good. Switch. 5 breaths here. Drop your leg. Hands to your forehead, thumbs to your brow, or to the bridge of your nose. Push in, deep breath, going all the way across the head, through the temples, around the ears, down to the base of the ears, and now digging under the temples, sliding your thumbs until they meet again at that energy gate, the nape of your neck. Bring your hands up and around. Lower your shoulders a little bit. And one last time, deep breath in and push. So good. So releasing. We don't know how much time and energy we put into our heads, forgetting about the whole rest of our beautiful bodies and selves. Hands up and around to the heart center. Nice deep breath here. Now close your eyes. See what you notice now about how much more lifted or lighter you feel. How much more open do you feel inside? How much more space does it feel like there is inside? And then let that heavenly, spiritual energy, healing energy, and colorful light sprinkle or rain or mist its way down, float its way down into your energy field, into your head, top of your head, all the way down the chakras, right? We could do it that way this time. Feel all that energy and that light come in through that central axis of your chakras. All the way from the top of the crown of your head to the base of your coccyx, filling up with light, filling, and radiating out through each one of the chakras, radiating out red, variations of red through the first chakra, or whatever color comes to you, up to the second chakra, and feeling orange radiating out throughout the whole of you. Into your solar plexus and feeling that beautiful yellow, bathing your solar plexus, your place of personal power, strength, confidence, belief in yourself, will, determination, and that yellow just flowing everywhere, just lightening you up. And then feeling the green of your heart chakra. The beautiful, beautiful green, whatever color of green comes to you. From spring to Kelly to blue, green, whatever color comes. Filling up your heart center, radiating out everywhere throughout the whole of your field. It's almost as if you can feel all these colors vibrating now within your field, within your body and your field, and then coming up to the throat chakra, into the blue of the throat chakra. Feel that radiating everywhere. Feel your voice, like your whole throat opening. Feel this expansion in your throat. So much breath. The airway just feels so much more open. You feel like you could sing such clear notes right now. Speak your truth, sing your truth, chant to the vibrations of the higher energies of life. And up into your forehead, in the indigo of your forehead, your third eye, and inner sight, inner knowing. Activating that place from where we access the wisdom, the information of the universe, the consciousness that is everywhere around us, of the Akashic records, onto the top of your head, and very purple, violet flame, white light. Again, expanding, cascading down through the whole of you and the whole of your field. And see how light you feel now. How much is your energy lifted now? And now just command yourself, your higher self, and the sacred beings with you to lift you even more. And as I say that, I notice my heart open, and it makes me want to say to you, remember to lift your heart. And as we lift our hearts, we lift ourselves energetically into the spaces of greater peace, love, and joy. Feel this feeling inside of you now. Know it. Trust it. Perhaps even surrender to its beauty, to its purity, to all the love and light within it. And then bringing yourself sort of slowly back into your body, wiggling your toes, your fingers, Be tapping at that high heart center. Smiling, nice big smile. I am grateful. I am grateful. I love the feeling of gratitude. I love the feeling of love and peace and this inner brightness. And I thank everything that has brought me to this place in this moment, and all the universe, the sacred beings, guides, my own high self, my own soul, my own spirit, for bringing me here and giving me the opportunity that I also create to feel this now. Feel yourself moving through your day, or your night, the rest of your week. With the buoyancy of this energy now activated within you, held within the membrane of your energy field, staying with you, animating you, guiding you, healing you, energizing you, grounding you for days and days and days. And even then, as the most noticeable effects begin to wane, knowing that you are always and ever more better for this. And so you are. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Sending you my love and my wishes for everything good and beautiful for you. Until I see you next, take really good care.